Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about L'Oreal. It's very interesting. I don't actually see the golden covered collection from L'Oreal in UK. I'm not sure whether this type of collections is only for Asian market. I'm not sure. Let me talk about them individually. It's a first impression unboxing with myself. What I've got this time from L'Oreal, first one is their limited edition special design for the Tiger, the Year of Tiger lipstick. It is very pretty. I haven't tried the color yet, but the design is really cool. It's very cute. Look at that. No. Let me hold it the right way, not upside down. How pretty it is. And look at that. Oh God. It is a tiger head on top of it. I'm worried about to do the swatches because I don't want to smudge it. We will have to do this later. And here I bought 3. I never used this collection from L'Oreal. And I bought one is their sunblock. I heard a very good thing about it. I never tried it myself, so very excited. This is called the UV Perfect SPF 50+, PA4+. I've heard quite good things about this sunblock. Let's try it on. Oh, originally I thought they're going to be like a more liquid sunblock. It is not. It is literally look like very light face cream, and it has like a very minimal tinted light lavender color, base color in there. When you smudge out, it seems very, very light cream, that type of texture. Oh, you can see a little bit more like a light lavender color appear once you smudge out on the face. Very light, easy to press out. We will only do half face first. Do you guys see any color difference? It should help to lighten up a little bit. It certainly gives you like a nice glow reflection. From the monitor's perspective, I don't see too much color difference. I don't think so. But that's something I do like. I'd rather have no color-based sunblocks than some weird color pile up on your face. So it's still a little bit sticky. Let's leave for a while. I finish on this side. Sunblock, again, be generous. If you wanted to work effectively and efficiently, be generous with your sunblock. It is very easy to maneuver and press out on the skin. And it's very lightweight, which I like. Don't feel something gripped on your face. You don't feel your face being blocked by something, by additional layer. You don't feel that. It literally feel like quite nourishing and hydrating. You feel like you finished a very hydrating face cream. That's how I feel. Let's let it set a little bit. Let's see if it dries completely. Until now, it's still slightly sticky, which means it may work better with your foundation. I'll give another, I like the reflection. I give another extra couple of minutes. Here's another little tip for you guys, that once you finish sunblock, don't just pile up with your primer or foundation right away. You need to let it set and block on your face properly. in order to reduce the risk of causing cakiness with your foundation. So I sip cup of tea. Okay, now it's properly absorbed. You still can see the glow on the face. So I'm not totally sure whether this one is good for summertime. For wintertime, I don't mind. I'm not sure for summertime. We shall see. We shall see. But currently, once it's been absorbed, it's still kept a little bit, stickiness. You don't feel horrible. You don't feel discomfort. Let's put it that way. So let's move on to the primer. The reviews about this one is very hydrating, lasts long, and also help your foundation kind of melting into your skin better. But again, I'm testing this in the winter time, so if it's too hydrate, like this sunblock, I'm not sure whether it's suitable for more oily skin for summertime especially. Let's test out. Like have just nude color base, like a cream nude skin color. When you smudge out, it is quite similar like the sunblock. It has a very light, very mild. The smell disappeared quite quickly. I tried to go back and the smell is pretty much gone. It's only when you like spread out, you smell a little bit like a very fresh, pleasant smell. But the scent is very light. So if you don't like a product have strong scents, I think this won't bother you. The texture, the feeling of applying it is very similar like the sunblock. So the finish is same as the sunblock as well. So okay, let's put a little bit for this side. It is very lightweight. That's something I really like, and you do feel the hydrating function melt into your skin right away. I just have a feeling that it could be a little bit too heavy for me, for my skin tone for summertime. But I think if you are more normal or normal towards dry, I think you would like it. I think you would like it. Once it's absorbed, you feel your skin is smoother rather than a little bit sticky from the sunblock earlier. It's more feel like tender. Although still remain a little bit stickiness on your face, but you feel more like boiled egg, that type of smoothness on your face. I think some of you will really, really love the glow. Look at that. It gives your skin a very healthy glow. If you're dry skin, just based on the first impression, I think it's worth to try. Of course, I bought this from their official online shop in China. Then the price line, this one is more expensive than their more classic product. So I think the golden coverage probably more designed for slightly mature skin, as is set here as well, age perfect, isn't it? If you only 20s, probably not. But I think when you over or close to 3 this number, certainly can give a go. Then let's try this lovely, looks so luxury cream foundation. And I forgot, at the bottom of this box, it comes with a small foundation brush. I'm still not really good with brushes applying foundation, although I learned quite a lot from Van Gogh's, but still lacking of practice basically. It looks very, very pretty. You know what? I'm not going to touch this one. I'm going to save it for you guys. I'm going to include this in my next secondhand makeup giveaway. I'm saving this up. I kind of can guess the formulation as it's described as a cream foundation, right? The only downside with the cream foundation is you always have this bloody mess. Okay. So I'm not sure whether this color could be a little bit too dark for me. Shouldn't be, but it is a very typical cream foundation's texture. It is like a thick cream, but very fine, so you don't feel too much powderness feeling in there. Has a similar smell like the primer, but very mild, quite pleasant, and it disappeared quite quickly. So I couldn't really figure out whether it's a Flora. It is a Flora mixed a little bit with candy. Anyway, it's pleasant. I'm more worried about this color. I think could be a little bit darker than I expected. I chosen 202. It's supposed to be for light yellow skin tone. They do have one more color which is like even whiter, but I think that's cool tone. Or I'm wrong again. Okay, I'm going to do hard face on that side to zoom you in. And first of all, have a look at the beautiful glow on the face. I don't know whether this is just from the foundation or is the contribution from the sunblock plus primer plus the foundation. It is very, very smooth. The coverage, I would say, is medium to light. It's light coverage. It's about like 30 to 40%. It's more about even the skin tone rather than really heavy coverage on there. Looking at the minimize the pores, I think, at least from the first impressions perspective, I think remain the same. It doesn't emphasize it. It's not really kind of visually minimize it either. If you see this side and you see the sides over here, you still can see it's kind of in a similar condition. And I can tell already that it does oxidize a little bit. Okay, finish the entire face. Let's look from distance. You straight away catch by the lovely healthy glow on the skin. Oh, I'm sure if you're dry skin, guys, L'Oreal, this cream foundation is a very, very good one. At least from first impressions perspective. Let's see if it breaks up on my face later on. But at least the finishing, have a look, guys. Especially, if you have fairly good skin condition yourself. Can you imagine the beautiful, flawless and healthy skin glow reflecting on your face? Oh, wow. Zoom you in. Oh, look at this side. This side I have a fairly good skin condition, right? Oh dear. The only thing is coverage is not that heavy. Let's see if it can be built up. Let's see on this side, as I have, spot marks over here. I let it set for a little bit just to, increase the coverage and then gently to pat it out. I think it does increase the coverage slightly, about like 15-20%. So with the second layer on, the coverage increased to about medium coverage. The good news is there is no cakiness, there is no heaviness on there. It still looks fairly light like your own skin. You don't feel here like you have like additional patch on there. You don't feel like that at all. Let me get a little bit for the under nose. A little bit for here. I think to cover the redness is still kind of so-so, but there is no cakey up whatsoever. And I also just looked into details for the under eye area. That has no creases and nothing sink into the lines. That's something I'm well impressed, because you know, if it's a cream foundation in particular, it may not crease up but may sink into your lines. First impression of this cream foundation is great. I will update you guys in my description box as how this foundation continuously to perform. When does this get kicked up? Let's hope not. And how long it lasts on my face, based on today's first impression, I will leave all my feedback in the description box. But guys, based on the first impression, I think if you are dry skin, definitely try it out. It's a beautiful natural glow finish. I think from the camera, because when I tilt my head, I'm more facing the natural daylight, so actually showing a little bit more glow on the face. It doesn't look oily at all, but when I look at the mirror, like normal people distance, I don't look oily or like extremely extra glow. It's not like that. It's pretty much just like a healthy glow skin finish. I think for a lot of you probably know my skin condition, and normally I test out foundations just by using a setting powder. I don't use a setting spray because I do find setting spray, depends on the brand, depends on the amount, it can really extend your makeup. But setting powder, especially translucent powders, is kind of more steady and stable performance on my skin. As I'm combined oily skin, if I don't use powder to test out, it will be very unfair to the product, because it can turn up horrible in 2 hours. So yeah, as I would always set my face anyway. Once I set with powder, it still has good level of glow on the face. It's not as shine as earlier, but it still kept the good skin glow. It's definitely not matte. If you look at me in person, it's not a matte finish. Let me zoom you guys in to take a closer look as I finish with the powder. I'm liking it. Sorry, I keep staring at the monitor as how pretty finish I do actually enjoy. Okay, let me finish the rest of face, then we're going to try on the lovely lipstick. Ta-da! Okay, let's try the lipstick. To be honest, for the design, I don't want to... Oh. Okay, let's have a look closely one more time before I destroy it. Can you guys see? It's like a 3D head of a tiger. The color is 666. Let's do these swatches. Don't worry about the stripes as I'm smudging out from the head of the tiger, so it has a little bit of unevenness, but it's fully matte. The color is brick red, has a little bit cool tone red added in, so slightly berry color added in, but more brick red undertone. Let's try. It has a similar smell of its foundation and primer. This is a very pretty color. It's a nice color. When you do a fairly thin layer, it is more, when you reflect on the lip, it has more berry color coming out. It's certainly a event color, fine dining, and it's beautiful matte. It doesn't emphasize the lip lines. Let me show you. I have a fairly dry lip today, but have a look. I have a little bit dead skin over here, but it doesn't actually show. This is nice. Let me just add a little bit more color. When you build up second layer, it has more brick red compared to the berry color. Now can you see the color slightly different? It's a slightly stronger brick red showing compared to more berry undertone. Right? So it's more towards like the cover red. See? That's L'Oreal for you. You know, from the drugstore's perspective, L'Oreal, Maybelline are my, you know, top choices. This is really pretty. And let's take a closer look of the face now. I know it's only about like an hour, but I have no extra face oil coming out. And it is all stayed well. Oh wow. This is another successful first impression. This 3 as a set, from sunblock to primer to the cream foundation itself. On the first impressions perspective, they all very good. I think this golden selection would be more suitable for normal towards dry skin. If you combine oily skin like myself, you're probably okay to use it during the winter time. If you're oily skin, probably not. The sunblock's texture and the finish is very similar like the primer. Both of them, the texture is like a light face cream, very easy to be spread out on the face, easy to be absorbed. Once it's finished, both of them has a little bit of stickiness, but leave a beautiful natural glow on your face. And then on top of the cream foundation, it just makes the finish look so healthy. The glow is not like a dewy foundation. It's properly reflect the name of cream reflection. So the tone is between matte to dewy. It's right sit in the middle. It's just like you have a very smooth, healthy skin glow reflection. So if this set also lasts long, like for me, for the winter time, oh, this is another good find. But I think for dry skins, from the performance, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth to try. And the L'Oreal is easy to get. But don't forget to let me know whether you are able to purchase, you know, the golden set. It's called like Age Perfecting. This is not Age Perfecting, but it says Age Perfect here, Age Perfect on the cream foundation as well. So do let me know if it's also selling in your country as well. I am very happy. Thank you so much for staying this long with me. Hope you like it. If you do click the like button, and most importantly to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on my next video.